Welcome back. Final video before the Easter break. Just a reminder that we will not be posting distance learning during the Easter break. You have 2 weeks off like you normally would. We'll be posting again on Monday the 20th of April, and the first live lesson back will be on Tuesday the 21st of April at 11:30. Okay, let's get started. So, we're going to be doing a bit of revision of general spelling, punctuation and grammar. So there's lots of activities in this. I'm going to be doing a little bit of teaching, followed by an activity, teach, activity, so on and so forth. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to start by looking at commas. So which sentences below use commas correctly? I'll talk you through the first one. So he bought fish, chips, mushy, peas and a can of Coke. Well, mushy peas is one entity, it is one thing, so it doesn't need a comma between it, so I can tell straight away that this sentence is wrong. Have a look at the rest, put a tick next to the ones, or write the numbers down of the ones that you think are correct. Okay, answers are here. So the final answers are number 4 and number 5. So number 4, in the bag I found pens, pencils, crayons and rulers. My favourite lessons are maths, history and geography. All of these commas are used as part of a list. Okay, moving on from commas, we're now looking at sentence types. So, have a look at these and decide whether you think they are a question, a command, or a statement. Once you've done that, pick whether you would include an exclamation mark, a question mark, or a full stop in each sentence. We'll have a look at the first one together. He liked the sandwich I made for him. He liked the sandwich I made for him. That's a statement. There's no command in there. There's no question. So therefore it is a statement and it would need a full stop at the end. So I would have a full stop at the end of that one. Okay, have a look at the rest. See if you can work out which one it is. So number 2, can I go to the toilet? Question mark, that is a question. 3, wow, that is an exclamation. Okay, but we would keep it as a statement. Okay, it would come as a statement. It's also an explanation. We would use an exclamation mark for that. Number 4, please wait over there. Please wait over there is a command. Therefore, we would put it with a full stop. Do you know the way to Florida is a question. And so on and so forth. Okay. Looking at inverted commas now, also known as speech marks. With the sentences below, can you work out where the speech marks or inverted commas would go? Let's have a look at the first one together. So the first one is wonderful, said the teacher. So I would have here inverted commas at the beginning of the speech. I would then have comma and inverted commas after the speech. Wonderful, said the teacher. Have a look at the rest. And here we go. Remember the punctuation, the inverted commas go after the punctuation. The punctuation is inside the inverted commas. Okay, moving on. Looking at apostrophes now. We're looking at apostrophes can either be used for omission, which is sort of contraction. So that's, for example, can't, cannot becoming can't, or possession, where you are saying that something is owned by someone or something. So, in the first sentence, we've got the girl's bag is heavy. So, if we have a look at that first sentence, the apostrophe is girls. It's talking about the girl's bag. It is her bag, so therefore this is a possessive apostrophe. The second one, I wouldn't go in there if I were you. The apostrophe is here. Wouldn't is short for would not, so that is a contraction. Have a look at the rest, see if you can work out what they are. And here are your answers. Remember, O is the same as C because it's omission or contraction. So O and C are the same. Okay, so we're now looking at its and its, which is a typical one that people tend to get wrong. So its is talking about ownership. So if it's its thing, but it doesn't need an apostrophe for possession. It is the only time it doesn't. You don't put it's with an apostrophe if it is possessing something. It's with an apostrophe is short for it is. So you do use it for the contraction. So, number one, whose coat is this? It's mine. Well, it's not it is mine, or is it it is mine? It is mine. So therefore it would be it's with an apostrophe. It is mine, short for it is. It's a lovely day today. Again, that would be it is a lovely day today, so it would be with a contraction. Have a look at the rest, see what you think. Now, I'm just going to go on to number 3 quickly. The elephant raised its trunk. That is an example where you wouldn't use a contraction because it's not the elephant raised it is trunk. That doesn't make any sense. It is its trunk, and normally we put an apostrophe for possession, but we don't with its. Here are the answers. The answer down the side here, the number matches the number of the question. So number 1 and number 1, and so on and so forth. Okay, brackets for parenthesis. So remember, parenthesis with brackets is to add in extra information. You could remove the parenthesis and the sentence would still make sense without it. So, number 1, Jimmy, the boy next door, enjoyed football. So, Jimmy, the boy next door, enjoyed football. I think that the parenthesis goes here, the boy next door. I'm going to check that by looking at the sentence again and seeing if it still makes sense without it. Jimmy enjoyed football. Still makes sense. The boy next door, Jimmy, the boy next door, enjoyed football. Remember, with parenthesis, you can use brackets. You can also use commas, or you can use dashes. Either works fine. Have a look at the rest and see if you can add in brackets, please, for parenthesis. Okay, Jimmy, the boy next door, we already talked about that one. Number 2, yesterday, when it was sunny. Yesterday we ate cake, that works. The chocolate bar, which contained 400 calories, was enjoyed by everyone. The chocolate bar was enjoyed by everyone, and so on. For your final activity for this one, you're just asked to insert the missing punctuation, and on the side here are some of the things that it might ask you to include. There are multiple right answers for this one. So, with this one here, what could possibly go wrong? Well, firstly, capital. What could possibly go wrong? Question mark. That would be what I would be looking at with that. Next one, it was dark outside, the sun had set hours ago. Now, that is capital. It was dark outside, the sun had set hours ago. I'm going to include a dash there, or a semicolon, because it explains, the two clauses explain each other. It was dark outside because the sun had set hours ago. They are linked clauses. Number 3, the weather overcast did not spoil the day. I would say here the weather overcast did not spoil the day, or you could have put dashes in there. There are some answers on the next slide, but remember these aren't definitive. You could have chosen different punctuation depending on how you took the sentences. Have a look and see what you think. Here you go, here's some possible answers for each question. So for number 2, there are some possible answers, and so on and so forth. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. I look forward to seeing you after Easter. I hope you're all doing okay. If you have any questions, as always, even over the Easter break, please feel free to send an email to either myself or Mrs. Woolston. We are free to contact, but as I say, we won't be setting work. See you back on Monday the 20th of April. Stay safe, stay healthy. See you soon.